We decided to do today is called Financial It. Here's a little screenshot of what our application would look like. We got another screenshot down the road that we're going to show you. So, what is our hack for? With a little bit of research, we found out that financial stability is one of the biggest problems we face in America and all over the world. In a world where money dominates everything, it's better to understand the way it works, how important it is, and how you spend your money. We found out that almost 70% of Americans lack financial knowledge. Almost 20% of Americans only have some sort of saving habits. And we also found out that almost 28% of Americans do not have a medical fund or an emergency fund, which is absolutely needed when things may go south. For example, we have seen with the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. Here we have another graph that shows how, over a period of time, the understanding of financial knowledge has started to go down. We can see here with the millennials having lesser knowledge than the previous generations. So, what we want to do is provide a web based, mobile based application that will help you manage your budget, will help you manage and understand how finances work, much like how a financial advisor or a planner would do so. What we are going to provide is what exactly a financial planner or a financial advisor would do for free, virtually, on your phone or on your computer. We know that going to a financial planner or a financial advisor costs a lot of money, charge about $120 an hour, and you need to go to them to sit in a room and discuss your finances. What we are going to do is make financial freedom free for all. We're going to make you understand how your finances work, where you can invest your money, how you can save your money.
So yeah, our product is set to be developed in three different phases, kind of like going up in terms of like the reach in terms of popularity and like the consumers or the target audience expanding into different sectors like education and whatnot. So the first phase is the one we're working on right now as a team, and like our idea is in this phase to at least create an engine that's able to like predict, analyze, and create models based on the existing database that we get from the users, and then also provide a BI report back to the user on like a bi-weekly or monthly basis to kind of just give a rundown on their spending habits in a very user-friendly and user-friendly manner. And then the phase two is takes like another step, and then and then our idea is to get more involvement through machine learning and AI to kind of like have create more predictive models based on real-time data. That way like consumers can also experience like the way they're spending and investing and have a better, more accurate model with the database. And also to create like a virtual personal financial assistant like Siri or OK Google, but like in terms of a financial advisor. And the last and final phase is to take it in a more of a social aspect of the issue we're trying to tackle today. And the issue is basically to kind of like help young Americans and the next generation be better financially and teach them better skills to make themselves a better human resources and deal with the anxiety and stress that comes out of like finance and handling money, because that's like the biggest issue with like the decrease in financial literacy, especially among young Americans as we go, and that's just something we're trying to like break.
So our idea basically boiled down to making a free service that would help younger generations better understand financial literacy. Our plan also would help integrate the youth and individuals who are not too familiar with the economy, and it would help them basically integrate them back into like the market and the economy. This would also give them a heads up in investing and not purely help them in a consumer point of view. Okay, in this slide, I broke down the areas in which individuals making an average salary according to 2020 Bureau would spend or use his or her money. The categories are labeled by color, and their breakdown is also quantified by percents. Our goal with our service was to reduce the areas such as vices, so that would include entertainment, buying like clothes, other things that are not necessary for survival. so that the user could save money and possibly invest in other things that could help them compound and gain more money and financial stability. Okay, in this pie chart, this is basically the after of an individual with an average salary of how they would spend their money. Like this is the breakdown of their average. And as you can see, we greatly reduced all the vices, such as the personal, it went down from 14 to 8%. But a lot of the other like essential things, such as food and transportation or housing, that wasn't really shaved off, as we're not really trying to decrease these categories because they are once again essential to survival. So yeah, and this is basically what we did after our service.